Now, a few important words for those who may wish to intervene. Whoever tries to hinder us or even create threats to our country and our people should know that Russia's response will be immediate and will lead you to consequences the likes of which you have never seen before. This is a statement made by Vladimir Putin on the 24th of February, after his orders to begin war against Ukraine, implying the use of nuclear weapons. On the 27th of February, on the fourth day of the war, the Russian president's threats turned from thinly veiled to crystal clear. The top NATO officials allow aggressive rhetoric towards our country. I therefore ordered the Minister of Defense and the Chief of General Staff to switch the deterrent forces of the Russian army to special readiness mode. Thus, the President of Russia may clear the conditions of waging war against Ukraine. Putin is aware that his plans will not come into fruition if NATO intervenes. At this point, the Baltic states are the most concerned about a possible Russian invasion, and with a good reason. Using a pretext of a significant presence of Russian speakers in the Baltic states, 37.2% in Latvia and 29.6% in Estonia, Russia instigate rallies and protests, claiming oppression against the Russian language and demanding a status of the second state language. Lithuania is also threatened. Putin needs this territory of this country to create a land bridge to the Kaliningrad region, an enclave currently isolated from the continental Russia. The Russian media are also actively pushing the narrative of creating a so-called Latgale People Republic in the region with a significant concentration of Russian speakers. This is the same playbook successfully used by Putin in Ukraine. This means that Latvia may become the next target of military aggression. The Russian Foreign Ministry has also made direct threats against Finland and Sweden. Obviously, Finland and Sweden joining NATO, which is primarily a military bloc, as you are aware, would have serious military and political repercussions, requiring our country to respond. At this time, NATO countries has not taken any steps to respond, but former Latvia President Dalia Grybauskaite believes the NATO intervention is necessary. Sanctions, whatever they are not enough. Putin can only be stopped on the battlefield. With the West's silent approval, Putin may set new conditions. The world community might well find excuses for not standing up to Russia, such as imaginary economic stability or reluctance to start World War III. One cannot help but feel that Putin proceeds according to his plan, since both the EU and NATO currently accepts the conditions of military non-intervention, which he said before attacking Ukraine. As long as Putin gets to set conditions and say who can or cannot intervene where, while the EU and NATO follow along, the conflict will only get worse. Eventually, NATO will have to intervene by imposing a no-fly zone over Ukraine. It is better to do it earlier rather than late, to stop Putin in the early stages of his plans. Otherwise, the world community will become complicit in the murder of thousands of peaceful civilians.